Pittsburgh's South Side, a one-time steelmaking community, has emerged as the center of our region's life sciences industry. It all began about a generation ago when the McGowan Institute for Regenerative Medicine set up shop here in our region. McGowan began to take everything researchers here had learned in the course of pioneering organ transplantation, and they began to apply it to emerging sciences in tissue engineering, artificial organs, and cellular therapies. Well, the McGowan Institute is celebrating its 25th anniversary as one of the most diverse centers of research in regenerative medicine anywhere in the world. Dr. Fabrisia Ambrosio is Director of Rehabilitation for UPMC International. She's working to improve skeletal muscle healing and recovery through regenerative rehabilitation. Dr. William Wagner is Director of the McGowan Institute. Good to see you both. Thanks for having us today. Thanks for joining us here at ALung.
Pleasure to be here.
Dr. Ambrosio, I'm going to start with you because that was quite a mouthful, just to sort of explain what it is you do. So for the sake of our viewers, what's your area of interest in the research? What are you trying to figure out?
So we're really interested in trying to understand skeletal muscle aging, and specifically we want to understand why our muscles do not heal as well as we get older. And so if we can understand the real basic biology by which that happens, then we can develop very targeted treatments to kind of enhance that healing capacity for a geriatric population.
Well, Dr. Wagner, I mean, this really it demonstrates in some ways, I suppose, how far McGowan has come. I remember in the early days, it seemed like it was all about creating a liver in a dish or some sort of artificial organs. What you're doing today is much broader than that.
Yeah, we've always been about blending engineers, clinicians, and scientists, but as we've grown, we now have over 250 faculty members. The diversity of approaches that are being pursued has grown as well. So we have pure engineering approaches, pure stem cell approaches, and then a lot of interesting space in between where people are taking degradable materials that temporarily set up shop in the body, work with stem cells, work with native cells, and then eventually regenerate tissue, hopefully functional tissue.
And this is, you're tied into UPMC, the University of Pittsburgh, so there are an awful lot of people working in partnership and through McGowan.
That's right.
Is there not?
That's right, yeah. We even actually have a number of members at Carnegie Mellon University that are part of the Institute as well. So we, of our membership, surgeons, pathologists, bioengineers, chemical engineers, basic polymer chemists, biomechanics. It's really a diverse group.
Pretty remarkable, Dr. Fabrisia. You're a great example. I mean, native of Brazil, you've been in Pittsburgh now 16 years or so.
That's right.
So you came here for grad school. What's kept you here doing this kind of work?
So during my doctoral training, I think Pittsburgh immediately captivated me as a city that is very diverse, both in terms of science, two areas that I'm specializing, rehabilitation and regenerative medicine, where we're really a world-class city for research and technology and innovation. And then also the cultural scene in Pittsburgh, I think, is fantastic, and so that has really kept me integrated into the different activities here.
That is so cool. I wonder, over the now 25 years of McGowanville, what kind of impact do you feel you've had in terms of startups, but also in terms of just helping people and improving lives?
Well, I think our biggest impact is the most commonly implanted blood pump, artificial heart in the world today, was developed in the 1990s at the McGowan Institute. And that was a federal contract. We worked with a small company, and now that technology is helping to save tens of thousands of lives. So that's probably the front end of our pipeline. ALung is a company that spun out of McGowan that we're very proud of. And now we have many other technologies that are just beginning to come out of the Institute.
And I know the whole world of artificial skin as well has become a treatment that arose at McGowan.
Yeah, we've got a very good group that's working on clinical treatment of burn in particular, using cell delivery technologies. So how can we get the best cell type to that burn to help to facilitate a a healing response that's cosmetically attractive, that's functional, and to work to inhibit scarring that results with burn.
So how would you stack up Pittsburgh, our region these days, when it comes to regenerative medicine and the kind of work you're trying to do?
Yeah, we're internationally at the top. We've been in that group for many years now, and I think that's reflected in terms of our breadth, the number of researchers that we have, but also the leadership positions that we hold in many of the societies representing this topic area. And what we really care about is patients treated. So in terms of clinical trials and in terms of spin-out companies, that's the type of impact, in addition to publishing papers and doing the academic things that we do as well.
A lot happening here on Pittsburgh's Old South Side, that's for sure. Dr. Bill Wagner from the McGowan Institute, Dr. Fabrisia, Ambrosio, thank you both so much. Great to see all this happening here.
Thanks.
Well, our neighbors are doing more than developing medical breakthroughs and new clinical treatments. They're starting companies too. And next up, we'll meet the leaders of 2 of the dozens of life sciences companies that now call our region home. Stay with us.